10 Odd Things Queen Elizabeth Has to Do. She never wears new shoes. For someone with that amount of riches, one would think she would have new clothes and shoes to wear every single day. While you may not be entirely wrong, there is one little thing: she cannot wear new shoes. It is almost like a small irk the Queen has, and that is, she hates breaking into new shoes. She despises it so much that she actually has some employees who have the same feet measurements as herself so that they can break into her shoes for her. We all know what a pain it is to break into new footwear, and more so if it is completely leather. From scars to swelling to scabs, the breaking into new shoes process can be quite painful and gruesome. Luckily for the Queen, she has people to go through this pain for her sake. And so whenever she gets herself a new pair of shoes, the assigned employee wears it and follows her around everywhere she goes so that the shoes can get comfortable and broken into. While doing so, the employees are required to always wear socks even if it is on the red carpet. Once they are comfortably broken in, the Queen can take over the footwear. She cannot take selfies. Selfies are literally the 21st century equivalent of an autograph, and fun fact, the royalty are prohibited from actually autographing for their fans. Autographs are strictly against the royal protocols and code of ethics. Any violation of the same could land you in depots. Thus, the Queen does not sign autographs or even take selfies with her fans and citizens. She never went to school. Don't get us wrong, this does not mean she was deprived of education. She just didn't go to the school like most of her peers. Being someone who belonged to the royal family and was quite the prized individual of the country, going to school was never seen as a priority, let alone a compulsion. Thus, she was entirely homeschooled. Even though she didn't go to a physical school, the Queen did receive the best education in the country. The best teachers from top schools were called home in order to ensure she was well read and educated. She is also known to have been an exceptional student. She never voted. Like all free citizens, the Queen also has a right and power to vote, but she chooses not to. In fact, even though she has a right to vote, her vote could mean a lot of things, partiality and favoritism being some of it. The world is always full of inane speculations, and to not fuel these is precisely why the Queen and other folks do not encourage it. Being the reigning monarch, her votes would be largely responsible for wavering decisions, and thus, she ensures that she never votes despite having the rights and power to do so. She has never taken the driving test. Well, let's just say she doesn't need to. Now, it's simple. She is after all the Queen and always has multiple vehicles and drivers on her beck and call. But Queen Elizabeth can also be quite persuasive when it comes to driving herself around. She loves to be behind the wheels and often goes out on self-drive trips around her estates. Her favorite vehicle is her Range Rover, and she cherishes it very much. On one such trip, King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia joined her, and together they drove around her country estates. Turns out, she is pretty great at it. Only thing, she doesn't have a license. Well, because she doesn't really need it. She does not have a passport. Well, that is practically because she never needs one. Everyone knows who the Queen is, and no one in this world would dare check her for her documents when she flies in and out of countries. Visa and passport officials are just honored that she visited their country, so there is hardly any coaxing, convincing or legalities to take care of. All British passports are literally issued in the name of her house, and so the need is even further dwindled. She has never dated anyone. Sounds amusing, but it's true. While most of the royalty have had their fair share with love, the Queen has been pretty serious about her Prince Charming all her life. She met and fell in love with Prince Philip when she was 13. Prince Philip was her third cousin and the Prince of Greece and Denmark. The prince was 5 years older than the Queen, but that didn't stop her from falling in love with him. Their story can literally be classified as a fairy tale. During their courtship, the couple would exchange notes and letters. They were engaged at 21 and were married for 74 years until Prince Philip passed away this year, in April due to natural causes at the age of 99 years. This may sound amusing, but Prince Philip is indeed the country's longest-serving royal consort. Love does come in the strangest ways, right? To the Queen it came in the form of a perfect, fairy tale romance. She is not on any social media. As a part of the royal protocol, she is not allowed to be on any social media application. While she does have a lot of fans and in seconds hers would be an account with the maximum number of followers in the world, unfortunately she is not allowed to display her personal life in such an informal manner. As a part of the royal decorum, she must maintain high levels of privacy and protect her social image. There are also security reasons why she or any other member of the royal family can never have a social media account. Even when the popular Meghan Markle married Prince Harry and became a part of the royal family, she was asked to delete all her social media accounts with immediate effect. She does not wear a hat in the evening. If you've seen any image of the Queen, high chances that she is wearing a hat in the photograph. The Queen needs to wear a headgear at all times when she is in public, and so during the day she makes it a point to wear a hat, while during the evenings, she wears a tiara instead. In any case, she cannot step out without the presence of either of these. As per the royal etiquette and rules, after 6 p.m. the Queen can wear a tiara instead of the hat. Her chin is always parallel to the ground. When it comes to the royalty, one may assume that they have it all easy, but there are strange pressures that most of us cannot even imagine. Take for instance with their whole public appearance thing. They are supposed to look a certain way, talk and walk a certain way, eat a certain way and even behave to the prim every single time. Makes us wonder what they're like in real life. Queen Elizabeth is an excellent example of following royal etiquettes to the very minute levels. She even walks with her chin parallel to the ground at all times. She is supposed to always look graceful and elegant while she walks, and for this she ensures she always walks with her chin parallel to the ground all the time. Even her hands are always down her sides and her toes point towards the railings. These small things go a long way in social etiquettes for the royalty, and the Queen seldom misses the mark of perfection.